Markdown.
Okay, you use the markdown. So in R, you use R markdown, and in Python, what do we use?
Yes.
In Python, what do you use?
In Python, what do you use?
Yes. In R, when you want to do the data outputting, you use R markdown. In Python, what do you use?
In R now, you are going to call the.
No,
You are
I'm
going
saying
to.
that in R we
You are going to.
use markdown. It is the format by which we
Wait.
output data in R is in markdown. In what
Mm,
format do you output data
wait.
in Python?
They use the Jupyter.
Yes, we
Use
use
the Jupyter lab now.
the notebook. No, notebook is a format by which you output
Okay, not.
data in Python, while in R you output data in the R
Okay.
markdown. You understand now? Are you
Mm,
getting?
mm.
Now, what is the extension of the R
Yes, I'm
markdown?
there.
What is the extension of files of R markdown? Hello?
You can put it in many forms, either
No,
document or
no. I'm
PDF.
talking about the
Hello?
extension
I
of the
mean,
R
I'm getting
markdown.
you. I don't know why you haven't.
I'm just talking about the extension of the R markdown.
Extension
It
like
is
how?
dot what?
Pardon?
I'm saying that the extension of the R markdown is dot what?
Like, comment et comprends pas la question.
Okay, like if
Can you
you
give
have
me an
the
example
extension
before?
of the, let's say extension of an Excel file is dot XLSX.
Mhm.
You understand now? Extension of a
Mhm.
PDF file
Oui.
is dot .pdf. Huh?
Oui.
So what's the
Oui.
extension of an R
Oui.
markdown file?
C'est in project now. Our project.
No, no, no. It is dot .rmd.
Okay.
Dot
RMG.
.rmd is the, so let us just go and check. We have worked last time in users. So I'll come here and then
Mhm.
you see all the document that you work with. So it is dot the R markdown file is in dot .rmd. Dot .rmd. Are you getting?
Oui.
Now, the Jupyter notebook file. What is the extension of a Jupyter notebook file?
Ça va être une note.
It is dot .gynb.
Okay. GYMB.
The extension of an R markdown is dot .rmd. The extension of a Jupyter notebook file is dot .gynb. We saw it last class.
G.
Okay, I'll put down this note. Now, what are the two major components of an R markdown file?
You have the chunk and the note.
Yes, you have the chunk and you have the text component.
Okay.
So the chunk component correspond to where you are going to write the code, and the text component
Mhm.
correspond to where you are going to write the text. Now, that text component, in which programming language does it correspond to?
The text component.
The text component correspond to which programming language for text editing? I've told you last time that there was a programming language that's involved in text editing. What's that?
Latex.
Yes, LaTeX programming language. So this is already
Mm.
opening a door for you to go and learn again LaTeX. If you want to enter more into research, because when you are entering more into research, you may want to write things like epsilon, write things like integration, write things like fractions and all the like for it to be well arranged. You understand now? Are you getting? When you are writing mathematical
Oui.
formulas, it is quite difficult to write mathematical formulas when you are
Mhm.
using a Word document. Are you getting?
Mm-hmm.
That's where now the text editing programming language that's called LaTeX is being used. And LaTeX is incorporated within the text component of an R Markdown file.
Okay.
So similar with the Jupyter notebook. The Jupyter notebook is made up of what? Is made up of we have the Jupyter notebook is made up of what? We have the text component, we have the markdown component and the code component. You understand now?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So good. What is now the platform that is used to do the data outputting in R?
The platform.
Which app or which program do we use in order to do a data outputting in R?
You try what's than Documano.
We use
Word.
R Studio. R Studio is the
Okay.
environment of development for the data outputting in R. So I have to open it.
Mm-hmm.
And what is the platform in order to in order to use the Jupyter notebook file in Python?
So Seaborn.
Ah,
Ça s'ouvre sur l'internet, non? It open on internet.
so what is the name of the platform?
Pro Jupyter Lab.
Jupyter Lab. Yes. So R Studio is the platform, or it is the environment. The best way to say is environment of development (IDE). The environment of development that is used for data outputting in R. Why
Mm-hmm.
Python? The environment of development for data outputting in Python is Jupyter Lab. So
D'accord.
we said that what when you want to open R Studio, the simple way to open R Studio is by using what? Graphic user
The
interface or command line.
graphic user.
Yes, graphic user interface. That's why I just came and then I clicked on this R Studio here and then it has opened. So that's called graphic user interface. We can still open this R Studio by using the command line. You are going to use our last note that we saw in the beginning. You understand now?
Yes.
Where you are going to locate where this R Studio is located in your book and then you are in your file and then you are going to open it by using the command that is called start.
Yes.
So we add that command in command line. So I'm not going to do that. We are going to directly go into the work. Now, but in order to open the Jupyter Lab, if you want to open the Jupyter Lab, the only way, there is another way for graphic user interface for opening Jupyter Lab, but it's not good. I will not advise you to use that way. You understand now?
Mm-hmm.
So the best way when you want to use your machine and you want to open the Jupyter Lab is only by using the command line. Are you getting?
Yes.
But if you are using internet, you are working on a cloud, meaning that what? You are sending all your data within a cloud. You understand now?
Mm-hmm.
In that case, you can
Yes.
use the graphic user interface. So the graphic user interface opening of the Jupyter Lab is when you are using a cloud. And you know why you have to use a cloud in order to open that graphic user interface?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Can you explain?
Why you need to use a cloud to
Why you
open?
need to use a cloud in order to open the graphic user interface of the Jupyter Lab?
No, because you need to store directly or how?
Okay. As I've told you, when I'm opening Jupyter Lab on my command line, Jupyter Lab open as a website. Are you understanding?
Yes.
And my command line serves as a server.
Mm-hmm.
You understand now? So I need to
Yes.
open on this command line, like I will write Python. The code was Python, then M Jupyter Lab. Hmm? This was the code. So this my
Yes.
command line will serve as the server. Are you getting?
Yes.
Where the input will enter and then the output will go into the website. And the file, we are going to wait a bit for the file to open. That file is going to open now and it's going to open Chrome. Hmm? See,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to open Chrome now, and that page that's going to open on Chrome is going to be the website. So in this case, This will be the server, and the page that will open will be the website. Are you understanding? Are you understanding? Hello? Hello?
Oui, je suis.
Yes. Now, in the other way round, you see as open. So in this case,
Mhm.
this page here, this website here is what? Is the web page. And the web page is getting information from what? From this server here. You see everywhere is written server, server, server,
Mhm.
server. So this your command line is called the server, and that server is a local host, meaning that what?
Mhm.
It is your machine that is serving as the server. Are you understanding?
Oui.
So this my machine is the one that is serving as the server to visualize what? To visualize this particular web page. Are you understanding?
Oui.
So that's why I use the command line. But now, if you are going on internet, you are clicking Jupyter Lab on internet. It is instead the server is going to come from internet. Are you understanding?
Je vois.
That's why now you don't need to use the graphic user interface. It's going to be the internet that is going to be your server. That's why you can use the graphic user interface by using internet with the Jupyter Lab. But what I
Oui,
would
oui.
just
Oui.
advise you, what we are going to just study, because that's we're not going to work with internet, we are going to work with our machine. So you are going to learn this. That's the code that you are going to write every time that you
Mhm.
want to open the Jupyter Lab. You understand now?
Oui.
Okay, good. So we have opened this. Is it clear? You have opened this, and then you have opened this. So you have two major documents. We have, I can decide to open that first document that we opened last time.
Mhm.
So I'll close all this. No, I'll just leave this document. I'll leave this document. So we are going to have new notes today. And the last time we said that what our major problem is that we want now to make sure that the this thing should not appear, the output should not appear, or the code should not appear, and all the like. You understand now?
Oui.
So that is now called chunking. So we are going to see how to do chunking and how to do tagging. So that's what we are going to learn today. Chunking is for R and tagging is for Python. You understand now?
Oui, oui.
So we go again on data outputting. Okay, by the time that is opening, we are going to learn some concept. So you need to know that what every time that you have a chunk. Are you getting? Look this example. Let's say that this was the example that we did last time, not so on R. Are you with me? Hello? Are you with me? Dr. Chijani?
Je suis là, docteur.
Okay. So this was the code that we had last time. See very well. So in this first part, we decided to have the socio-demographic characteristics. Are you getting? Now let's say that
Oui.
in the next part, I don't want to have the socio-demographic characteristics. I now want to do an association between one part and another part. Are you getting? So I'm going to
Mhm.
create another this thing here. So I'm going to go down. So we have finished the socio-demographic characteristics. So I come
Mm-hmm.
down here. Okay. So after socio-demographic characteristics, what do I say? I'll write here. So in this case, you're not writing markdown or something like that. Every time that you're
Mm-hmm.
inside the text is marked down. So in this case, I'll continue by saying that this one is going to be that one. Is going to be bivariate analysis. I'll just say or association. Association. So I will write now that this table associates between two categorical variables. Okay, now you're the one to tell me how do I call the chunk? Here I am the text component. How do I call the chunk?
How do you call for the chunk?
The chunk. I am in the text component here. Now I want to
Oui.
write the chunk. What do I do?
You want to write the codes.
Yes, the code. The code in R is a chunk.
Oui.
So what do I do?
Tu vas aller, tu changes là-bas en haut.
I come on this C now.
Oui.
Or I can still write I can still click Control Alt plus I.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll write Control Alt I. So I have my chunk. Now, here you have already run this place now. Let us run this
Oui.
again. And you remember that when you have run this, there was already the GT summary here, the library tidy verse that was already run. Are you understanding?
Oui.
Okay.
Oui.
So I'm also going to do that here. So I've already run the library tidy verse here and the GT summary. Now I want to have the
Mm-hmm.
association table. You know that association is seen
Oui.
by using the GT summary table. You understand now?
Oui.
But now in this case, let us visualize in this case the iris 0. We have already put iris 0 up there. So I'll just come down
Mm-hmm.
and I write iris 0. And then I want to see the head of iris 0. So in order
Mm-hmm.
to pipe, we are going to use this code and then I will say head. I want to see the head of iris 0. Are you getting?
Oui.
So I will run. So the head of iris 0 shows that there's only one categorical variable. So I'm going to create another categorical variable. Let's say that it
Mm-hmm.
is sepal and petal length. You're the one to tell me now that one. How do you create another categorical variable that's going to contain petal length, high or low petal length? Tell me. You have done it that
Now
many times.
you're going to use the if else.
Okay, we are going to use the if else. So I'll first have to call the variable. So I'll call the variable, let's say PL. I'll assign it to what? I'll write if else, not so.
If mm-hmm.
Yes, how do I continue?
In bracket
Yes,
iris 0,
in bracket,
iris 0.
iris 0.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Comma.
there is no comma now.
Il n'y a pas comma. Tu vas encore ouvrir le
You
bracket là.
want
Another
you
bracket.
want to say talk about this man, petal length.
You open another bracket.
Huh?
Open another bracket.
No,
You
you're not
open a
opening
bracket and
another
write
bracket.
capital.
You are opening another bracket when you are in Python. Square bracket is in Python. In R, how do I refer
Okay.
to this petal length?
Double quotation.
Double quotation is in Python. I am using dollar sign.
Okay.
And you see here that it already tells you that you should choose. So I'll just choose petal
Oui.
length. You understand now?
Mm-hmm. Oui. Dollar
Then I'll
sign.
put down comma. No, I'll not
Greater
put
than.
comma. I want to say that what? This, when I take this petal length here, if the petal length is greater than, last time we
Oui.
took sepal length, I will just take sepal length because you remember that it was 5.
Oui.
So, and I'll call this SL. If it is greater than 5,
Mm-hmm.
then I'll put the comma.
Oui.
I'll say that it is called what? High sepal length, not so.
Totally. Mm-hmm.
else if it is what? Less than or
Lower.
equals to 5 is going to be called low
Mm.
simple length. You understand now?
Oui.
Good. So I'm creating a new data set, and then I will now
Mhm.
bind these two to the iris 0 to produce another
Mhm.
iris 0 data set. You understand it?
Oui.
So say iris 0 will be
C-bind.
C bind of
Mhm.
iris
Zero
0, comma.
SN.
Good. So this is what data scientists are doing. If you say biosensation, the biosensation don't code like that. Oh, are you understanding me?
They do how?
Biosensation cram codes.
Okay.
They don't code from scratch from the beginning to the end. That's the
Mm.
difference.
Okay.
So from here, you are already doing data science. You are coding from scratch. You know what you are coding. Okay, so you have I
D'accord.
zero. That's why you remember last
Mhm.
time when you had the lecture with Dr. Peter. He was not coding now.
Oui.
So they
Oui, doctor.
know the codes very well.
He's a medical doctor.
No, he's a biostatistician, not medical doctor. He has done if I'm not mistaken, MLS.
Ah, il a son PhD en quoi?
No, he has a master's in biostatistics and epidemiology.
Et tu l'appelles docteur pourquoi?
I just call him. It's just a way of respect.
Mm.
Okay, so iris 0 C by and all that. So I've created it. So I'll just come and
Mhm.
close back this line because I don't want it to run again.
Oui.
So you do that, it tells you that there is an error. Tells you that there is an error. What's the error?
Appelle d'abord ton SL, on voit si ça prend.
Okay, that's true. So I'll first close this and then I say SL. You see, SL is showing logical. You see, it has shown something else. That's not what we are thinking
Mhm.
about SL. So I think
Mhm.
it is if else. Let us just check documentation again on if else. Maybe I've not written it properly.
Ça me fait comme. It's like there was bracket. Oh, I don't know why.
No, it's as if in if else we first need to put the data set. Let us just check if else again.
Okay.
We open directly here. So it tells you that if else you take the test and you put
Mhm.
yes or you put no.
Mhm.
An object which can be coerced to logical mode. I don't know why it's not working here. That's what we're usually
Mais,
doing now.
mais s'il n'y a pas le dollar sign, non?
No, there's a dollar sign. Tells that S is a logical. It turns the value of the same shape as S, which is Ah, okay, understand. I put setal,
Okay.
the setal length and not sepal length. That's the error. Just a simple mistake like that has killed us. So I'll run back the code. It has worked.
Mm-hmm.
Then I run down this code. So he has added now to iris 0. Now since he has added to iris 0, what I will do now, I'll create now this new table with a table
Mm-hmm.
summary. You understand now?
Mm-hmm.
So you have to ask yourself again how to use table summary. Table summary, it tells you that you put the data first inside. Then you say by, you want to group it by what? You understand now? And then you see the
Mm-hmm.
statistics that you want to use. So we are
Mm-hmm.
going to put again the table summary. So I'm going to use again this same statistics. So that's why I'm
Yeah.
going to copy it. So I'll call that table what? Cross, or I'll call it association, ASOC. And I'll assign that ASOC to what? To the table summary. So table summary. And that table summary is going to contain what? Which data set? The data will be, this is, the first thing is data now. The data will be iris 0.
Mm-hmm.
And I put a comma. The next thing, I want to group it by what? I want to group it now by the SL that I've just created. The next thing, I want to have the statistics. I want that, in this case, they're only going to be continue categorical variable that I want to select now.
Mm-hmm.
So I will say all categorical variables will be in frequency and percentages. So it is association. So I'm not going to use continuous variables. Now, there is one thing first. Understand this. I have to say that what? I will have to say that I just want to select this particular column,
Yeah.
the species column. I have to tell initially that I want to select the species column. Else this table is going to have everything inside. You understand now? Let us just visualize. Look, if I just have this code like that, let me just leave this code and then you see the result. ASOC. So they say error by processing blah blah blah, duplicated SL at location 1 and 2. Okay, it means that you have, you have in
All
the final data set, you have a duplicated SL. You understand now?
right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what I would do, because this
You,
code
you also
already
remove that.
tells you, ah,
Dog. I think that way you say all categorical XL is already inside because it's
no, see, it is very use duplicated SL because of this. I'll come on the command line and for you to see. So on the command line,
okay.
if I write what? Iris 0. Let us visualize iris 0 on command line. I'll say just iris 0 head because it's going to show you too much. So I want to see the head of iris 0. So you see that there are two SL here. Understand now?
Okay.
And there are two
Mm-hmm.
SL because I run this code twice. So I first run with SL and then I rerun it again. So SL has duplicated on this iris 0. You understand now?
Okay.
Okay. So I have to first write a code that will remove the SL, one SL. So in order to remove one SL, I'll write what? I'll write iris 0 will now contain what? Will now contain the iris 0 that I said still again. But now I'll pipe it now into a contrary of select. Are you understanding?
Yeah.
So I'll have to pipe it into a select. How do I put the contrary of? In order to remove components, I'll put a minus sign. Are you getting?
Uh-huh.
And put it within a
Yeah.
vector. So I'll put a minus sign to say that I want to remove SN. This is what I'm going to say. So I'm actually saying that in that iris that I said, I want to remove one SL. So I'll just press
Mm-hmm.
enter. Now, if I say again that I want to see the head of the iris 0, are you understanding?
Chapa big.
Okay, that's
Chapa
what.
big.
Yes, I've not written it. So if I want to see iris 0, I want to see the head of the iris 0. You will see now that what? I'm not seeing XL.
Salability.
It means I has removed all the two.
Parce que tous
Okay.
les deux,
Now,
c'est.
if I has removed all the two, now I'm capable of running this code.
Mhm.
You see now. So he has run the code. Now I'll write ASOC. I have to remove this because I've already run the code. So he has passed through all these steps and he has already added SN. So if I write
Oui.
now head of iris 0, you see that there's SL, one SL there. You understand now?
Mhm.
So I have to remove this to say that I don't want to bind again. You understand now?
Mhm. Oui.
Or I can just comment it. So I can see ASOC. Now I'll write ASOC because I want to see the association table.
Mhm.
I'll run it. So you see on this association table, you have both the separ
Quand.
length and that. You understand now?
Mhm.
But if I just want to select the categorical variable, that is
Oui.
this one. You understand now?
Mhm.
So what should I do? So I'll come here and then I will say first that I want to select what? I'll take this iris 0. I'll take the iris 0 and then I pipe it into the select function. And in that select function, I will pipe that select function now into the table summary. And in that select
Mhm.
function, I just want to select what? Specie, not so.
Oui.
Specie is capital or small letter?
Capital.
Yes, capital letter. So I'll click on it. I'll select specie. Now I'll take this again. It tells you that there is an error. There's an error because of this. Error processing by blah blah blah. Can't select column that does not exist.
À cause de ta SL là. Tu avais mis by SL, non?
Okay, let me just check. Okay, I also have to select SL. You understand now?
Oui.
Because I just selected specie, I just select
Mhm.
SL. Okay, you see now that he has taken now this and
Mhm.
this. You understand now?
Oui.
Now I want to add p value. So I will now pipe it again and add
C'est ça.
the p value. You
Mhm.
understand now?
Oui.
So you see when add the p value, you see the p value well there. And it tells that he has done Pearson's chi-square. You understand now?
Ouais.
Okay, good. So understand this. This is not even the lecture of today. The lecture of today is mostly we are going to use this to understand now how to do chunking, because you're going to work today with R and then next time you're going to work with Python. You understand now?
Okay.
So
Mm-hmm.
understand this. I've written the chunk here. I've written
Yeah.
the chunk here. You realize that when I run this chunk very well, there is no problem, not so.
Well.
When I run this chunk well, tells you again, can't select column that does not exist again. Ah, it's because I've run this code and then when I'm coming down, it has restarted again. You understand now?
Yes.
So I have to redo it again with this man. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll rerun again this code. Are you getting?
Why?
Okay. Now what I, what I would like to do, I would like to knit now this component. So I'll press now to knit. Knit is because I want to convert now this file now a
Document.
into a Word document. So it
Mm-hmm.
is knitting. Yeah. It tells you that quitting from DirimSi output. Understand what it tells you? It tells you that quitting from DirimSi output R markdown on the line 39 to line 50 on name chunk 2. Are you getting?
Why?
So it tells you that what this error is an error of knitting. Are you getting?
Mm-hmm.
And this error of knitting comes because there is a problem in chunking. Every time that you are chunking something, you have to know the rules of chunking. When you are chunking only one thing, it does not require a name. Are you getting?
Yeah.
But when you chunk two codes, you need to put a name. So I'll put a
Okay.
name close to it, and the name of the chunk should be the same as names of variable in programming. When you are
Okay.
writing names of variables in programming, you are not separating with a space. You must separate with an underscore. So I'll write this first name as socio dem. So that's the first name. Are you getting?
Yeah.
So this first name will be socio dem. This second name will be what? Association now.
Yeah.
So ASO.
Associations.
So you just put a space and then you put the name. So that's how you are naming each of them. So I'll now come and
Mm.
knit. It tells you that quitting from blah blah blah. Okay. I'm sure it's because of this double error. Okay, what I will do is that what I will create a new variable because it's disturbing me. Are you understanding?
Yeah.
I'll instead call this iris1. So that when the iris0 enters, it will create now a new one which is called iris1. You understand now?
Mm-hmm.
Else it's going to disturb us. I will
Run it
restart
then.
back the knitting so that I
Papa
can
run.
run. See, I will run this one,
Mm-hmm.
the one finishes, then I will run this other one.
Yeah.
You see, it's run both of them together. There is no error.
Mm.
So I will have to knit now. So it tells you that it has created now that output. One the paper effects as okay input the dialogue of it. I will go share. So he has created this in the place where we had our DirimSi output this thing now project.
Mm.
So we have to check again the place where the project is located. So that's DirimSi output there.
Oui.
No, no, it's this one, DirimSi output.doc. But it is located where? Yes, it's located into F. This is a place where it's located. It's located in our Dix F research, then
Mhm.
DirimSi, then output. You understand now?
Oui.
So if you want to visualize the location, come to this place here, file. So I'll go and check there. So research, then DirimSi output. So I'll come on this F here. Then I'll go to research. Then I'll go to DirimSi. And I'll go to DirimSi output. This was our project. And this is the output that he has created. You see that everything that is created within the project that you're working in. Are you understand?
Mhm. Oui.
So that's it. So everything is shown. You understanding now?
Mhm.
So the first thing that you have seen is naming a chunk. Are you getting?
Ouais.
Now the second thing that you are going to see, so these are all the codes here. The first thing is to name the chunk. Second thing, after naming the chunk, the second thing is to echo. When you are writing echo false equals or for echo equals to true, it will
Mhm.
hide the code and show only the output. Are you getting?
Mhm.
So when you write echo equals to false, it will hide the code and show only the output. Are you getting?
OK.
So I'll come back again here. So I'll close this other one here. I'll come instead and say, you just put a space. Every time you are writing within a chunk, you just put it,
Mhm.
you separate them with a space. So I'll write echo equals to, I'll write false, not so.
Mhm.
I don't know why it did not show.
C'est là-bas en haut que tu dois écrire.
Ah,
C'est là-bas en haut que tu dois écrire.
yes, here that you're supposed to write.
OK.
Let me try a way with the comma. Yes, you are putting a comma, please. When you are separating the R with the name, it's just a space. But when you are
Mhm.
separating with other chunking codes, you put a comma. You understand now?
OK. OK.
So it's supposed to show like that. Echo equals to, I'm supposed to show say true or false. I'll say false because I don't want to see the code. I just want to see the
Mm.
output. I'll also come down here. I'll copy this. I'll put a comma. I'll just put a comma and then I say echo. There are other things, attribute, clash. You can decide to check on this, learn on each of them. But what
Ouais.
I'm just telling you are the main ones. You understand now? You see there's
Mhm.
echo, there's ZPI, there's dev, there's engine, but I'm just going to teach you on the most important trunking codes. You understand now?
Mhm.
So we have echo equals to what? Equals to false. I don't want the codes to appear. So when I do that, I need again.
Mhm.
So that's been created. So you see, you don't see the code again.
Oui.
You just see this warning sign.
Mhm.
There's also
Oui.
a way to remove the warning sign.
D'accord.
So I think it is also well written there. So you have echo, you have include. Include, when you are writing include, it will run the code but show nothing at the end. Are you
OK.
understanding?
Oui.
When you write include equals to false, it will run well the code but it will show nothing at the end. You understand now?
Mhm.
If you want to do an internal operation, you don't want the person to see the internal operation, you write include equals to false. Now, when you write eval equals to false, it will not run the code. If you want the code to just to be a comment, that particular chunk like that, you want that chunk to be a comment.
Mhm.
you will not run that particular comment. You understand that? Like if you want to teach a code to somebody, but you don't want that code
Mhm.
to be run, you can put it as eval equals to false.
Oui.
Mhm. Now the next one is warning equals to false and message equals to false. This one, it will suppress warnings and messages,
Okay.
and that's what we have in this case. So I'll come here, I'll put again comma, then I'll say warning. You see warning
Mhm.
that opens.
Mhm.
Warning equals to false. Then I'll put
Mhm.
again comma, messages.
First of all.
Message equals to false. So I'll copy all this and then I'll come and paste it here. Then I'll need. It tells you that pandoc execute permission denied. Permission denied because we did not first close this document.
Okay.
So that's why it's telling you that permission denied. So I'll come
Mhm.
back. You see, the most important element of a programmer is to know what? To know the errors.
Yes.
If I did not know the errors, I will start shouting here, wow, wow, what the problem. So the more you know the errors, the more you're a better programmer.
Okay.
Mhm. So in this case, you see that you're not seeing the warning sign again.
Oui.
But he has shown this iris data set. I will remove this iris data set. I'll comment it. You see, he has only shown what you want to see. You understand now?
Mm. Oui.
So I'll go back there. I'll close this one again. And then come back here. And then in this place where there was iris head, I don't want to see again that iris head. I'll comment it. You understand now?
Oui.
So now I'll knit it again. You see now it has appeared very well.
And clean.
So that's how you are sending these codes to the students. You understand now?
Oui.
Your codes are well arranged. You just need to only format the tables. You understand now?
So that I can copy and paste.
You can just copy and paste. You want to format the table, you can increase, you can copy this place here, you come and paste it down here. You understand now? Simple.
Yeah.
But the table is already well structured and formatted.
Mm. Oui.
Okay, so from here we have learned the data outputting and then the chunking codes of data outputting. Now, next class we are going to learn targeting and the target
D'accord.
codes of Python.
Okay.
Okay, so thanks very much and see you next class.
D'accord.